It's Week 7 of the NFL. And up next, it's a name everyone will recognize. Marvin Harrison Jr. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Cardinals and the Chargers on
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Murray a give. This is Conner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 21 carries, 56 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Murray now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand This is the amount you have. Make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Herbert throwing again. Now this one finds McConkey. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Herbert now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Cardinals offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. headed onto the field. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's 3rd and 6. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. To the air again, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zaven Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis. So to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
Offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Herbert. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herbert got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Conner. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Greg George deep for Arizona. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They run behind center with Conner. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Cardinals looking for win number 2 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. That's caught. It's the tight end Ryman. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Murray.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Sean Murphy Bunning got him down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This one deep for Wilson.
That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Herbert.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, a very good performance as his guys run their record now to 5-2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert off of play action. That is taken in by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Connor up the middle. Busts through the tackle. They find some open field here. 36 yards on the play. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. This is Connor running right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones from 3 yards out. And the Cards are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Murray. There's a short one caught by Ryman. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Cardinals first down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Over the middle, Harrison.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Herbert. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Baron Browning coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Short throw to Disley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They snap it to Herbert.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Los Angeles.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll go down at the 28.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chargers.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Zaven Collins,
his 2nd sack of the night. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here comes third and the length of the football.
To throw, it's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They're going to run. Here's Conner. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Edwards now on 1st and 10, down to about the 32.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here, Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And able to get this out to the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. Here's 1st and 10.
Murray now.
Able to find Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw is Murray. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Murray. That's caught by Wilson.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Throwing again, Murray.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll run for it with counter.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Chargers, their good start continues as they get their record up to